All right, we're here. Uncle Kale and Aunt Sandy's house. That means best behavior, boys. I know you said it was farm, but I did not expect it to be so beautiful. The animals, they are just so... Oh my god, are those ponies? Oh no. Julian, we'll look at the ponies later, okay? But look at them. They are so cute. I want to pet them right now. Later, buddy. I promise, later. We have to get introduced to your Aunt Sandy first, remember?
Oh, the dream team is back. Yo, is this your man?
Aldo Mitzrati. Pleasure. Miss Sandy, I presume?
Kale was right. You are infuriatingly good looking.
Thank you. I get told that often. Boys, introduce yourself to Aunt Sandy. Hello, Aunt Sandy. It is nice to meet you. God damn, you are a big woman. Ow, Ma, don't pull my ear. That hurts. I'm sorry. She's just really tall and muscular.
Man, no filter. Just like your mom when she was little. Hey, darling, you remember that time where you made that sexist math professor cry? What? He totally had it coming. And you finding his mom's number and calling her in front of him and everybody? Nice.
What? Mom, you were a delinquent? Yeah. Lorenzo always said you were so mild-mannered and sweet.
Pardon? Did that goofy bastard forget how you two met?
You two met at the church function, right?
Okay, come inside. I have some stories for you, Lud.
Okay, just be nice, Sandy. She is expecting.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Darla knows what she's about. Sorry. Sugar mama. Come on, Kale won't be back for a bit. Time for some embarrassing stories. So, did she seriously never tell you the real story about how she and old Lozenge met? It was sublime.
Lorenzo just told me about a church function. I am guessing by that laugh they did not meet at a church function.
Hell no. The dumb bastard nearly caught a stray bullet or two during a shootout way back in our more chaotic years.
A shootout. Uh-huh.
Hell yeah. We volunteered on this conservatory land back home, and fucking poachers would try their luck all the damn time. We managed to hold the line most of the time, but this one night, some of old Lozenge's men decided to fuck around, and ho, did they find out.
Uh-huh.
It's 3 a.m. on a dark, misty night, deep in the forest. The bobcats and wolves both make a fuss, and one lone little lady patrols the space because her dumb friends are going to grab some cold ones. Next thing you know, some black Humvees roll up, and we just got the radio call. And all we hear is, "We have a convoy of black Humvees. Subjects are armed. Over." Now immediately, me, Kale, and the others are pissing our pants. We broke the one rule you never break when it comes to poachers. You never, ever leave someone alone.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Apparently, Mr. O'Brien hadn't authorized this little activity. So he comes storming on over, brows set, yelling the heavens down when he realizes his boys are a teensy bit drunk and a whole lot disobedient. So your mother managed to yank him out of harm's way by his fancy tie, and then open the gates of hell on those little toads.
Ma, you manhandled Lorenzo?
Well, he was a lot nicer back then. And when it was all over, apparently he looked up at her, all in awe, and just said, "God damn, you the angel of death or something slightly less sexy."
Jeez, that sounds so unlike you, Mom.
Are you two kidding? Mama Bear over there used to be one of the baddest bananas of the bunch. Little Miss Firearms once held another shootout solo. 3 hours, 1 pistol and 1 rifle. We show up to help, right? Fearing the worst. And here, Sugar Mama is, holding the line. And she's yelling, "Fall back, fall back, fall back," to the idiots that came to save her.
I really can't take any more stories about you being in trouble. I'm an old man. My heart will give out.
Still wish I'd been able to sock that smug grin off his damned face. That smarmy asshole was always so damned proud that he'd managed to score someone like you. He was hot, though. Sorry, he was, though. He even got that big, silly heart tattoo on his chest for you. Clearly carried over to the boys, at least. And, may I add, if I weren't married to Kale, I'd be paying you a lot of money to find me one of those pretty Mafia boys.
I wouldn't let Kale hear you say that if I were you. And besides, there's not that many pretty Mafia boys. I'm the cream of the crop. And I'm a very happily committed man.
Boy, you don't know how lucky you got.
Oh, I know. Trust me. Every day I'm thankful to be with this woman. Especially with all things considered. Yeah, I'm fine, honey. It's just... Sandy, do you mind if we use a spare room for a moment?
All right. But do try and use protection this time.
It's not for that, I promise. Just, watch the boys for me real quick, yeah? No, you didn't do anything wrong, sweetheart. Don't worry. I'm just, I'm realizing something. I don't want to be a mobster anymore. I know that it affords us a great life. But I have nightmares sometimes about how badly I hurt you. I don't want to be in this business anymore. It's not safe for you. It's not safe for the boys. And with us having another kid, I don't want this anymore. All I have to do is find someone to take my place. And we're free. Yeah, you're right. We'll figure it out. We always do. Now, come on, let's get back to... Wait, hold on a second. Sandy said Lorenzo got a heart tattoo on his chest, right? He didn't get it removed, did he? I don't want to alarm you, but the body left upstairs after Lorenzo kidnapped you. There was no tattoo. Hey, darling. Got here fast as I could. Aldo briefed me on the phone on my way here. I was able to get the DNA results they retrieved from the body on that night. And what I found is not good news. That body that was found, whoever it was, was not Lorenzo O'Brien. He might have been a Mafia plant, a very convincing look-alike. But that man you killed was not your ex-husband. I know, it's a lot to take in. Are you sure you want me to investigate this while you're pregnant? You want answers, I understand. But it puts a lot of undue stress on you. All right, darling. We'll get it done. It's just so odd. Who would pretend to be someone else for 20 plus years? And what happened to the real Lorenzo? I've tried all of my old connections. Everyone down at the police precinct. No one has any idea where he could have gone. Everything has been a dead end. But there is one more person I can ask. Julian. He ain't a little kid anymore, darling. He knows the mobster life better than most. If anyone knows where that man might be, it's him. I'm glad you see it my way. Now, let's go and talk with the boy. All right? Hello, Mother. I was just putting my luggage in. Oh, Grandpa, I didn't realize you had gotten here already. Good to see you, boy. Would you mind having a bit of a sensitive discussion with me and your mother? Don't worry, you're not in trouble. Sure. What do you want to talk about? Mom, what do you mean you know I was eavesdropping on you two? I've been in my room the whole time. Sorry, I won't lie. You were talking about Lorenzo, and I got curious. Do I know about Lorenzo's chest tattoo? No, I don't know anything besides what you two already know. You're not in trouble, so you don't need to be so defensive. But something is going on, and we need answers. The body that we ran DNA tests on is not Lorenzo O'Brien. It didn't match you or Danny's DNA neither. Please, I swear, I didn't... Don't make me go back. Thank you for the hug, Mother. I could really use it. Boy, don't do it. Well, you can't see it, darling, 'cause you're hugging your boy. But he's got a knife in his hands. Now, whoever you aim to use that on, yourself or your mother, please don't. We won't send you away. Good. Everything's okay. We just need to figure out what's going on. If Lorenzo is still alive, he might come back here, and he cannot. Do you mean Lorenzo is still alive? Yes, but I don't know where anymore. He tried to move on after he got chased away. He wanted to keep me so badly, but he had to send me to that monster of a lookalike they replaced him with. Who made Lorenzo leave? And why send in a lookalike to keep the family business running? I do not know a name. From what I understand, a rival mobster cornered Dad when he was younger, right after Danny was born. Whatever he did scared Dad enough for him to accept a deal. He would leave, but his family would be spared. The lookalike was there so Danny and Mom would not know what he really did for a living. No one expected him to be insane, and for him to start really thinking he was Lorenzo. Mother, he wrote letters, but the lookalike always intercepted them. He loved you so much, and that cruel man you knew for years was not him. I am sorry, Mother. I am sorry it all came to this. I do not know where he is now. Whatever rival was trying to hunt him down kept at it. I think the last place he mentioned was Belize. I can try and keep tracking him with what resources I have. But you're pregnant, darling, and engaged. Aldo doesn't even know about this, and I can imagine how he's gonna feel. It's your call, darling. Whatever you want to do. Danny is going to hate me. You want to call a family meeting? I can arrange that. But are you sure you're going to be okay with him all alone? You trust him? All right. You're the boss. I'll grab everyone else. I am sorry, Mother. Please don't hate me. It's 11 p.m. Grandpa, why'd you wake everyone up? Jules, you okay? You look like crap. I'm sorry. What, did you accidentally bring a snake in the house or something? There's some things we need to discuss as a family. I am sorry. I am so sorry. What happened? Danny, I need you to promise there's not going to be any angry outbursts during this meeting. Understand? Remember, you're dealing with someone who was put in a rather shitty situation. Yeah, okay. The short of it is, Julian knew more than he was allowed to say. He knew Lorenzo has been alive, but not where or why he ran off. But now that we know that he's still alive, we need to decide on how to proceed in a way that no one else will get hurt. You knew? I'm sorry. You knew, and you lied to my face. You knew, and you didn't say anything. We could have died the day that maniac kidnapped us. Ma almost did. And you said nothing. I'm trying to be calm, Ma, but come on. This is a lot. Look, we're still brothers. But I am pissed at you. And that ain't gonna go away anytime soon. And if I find out you're hiding anything else, I swear to God, I am not. I have nothing left. I didn't know what to do. The stand-in sent me to get Ma. Said to do whatever it takes. But when you all treated me so kindly, I was confused. I never meant to hurt anyone. God, just come here. I'm mad at you, but I'm not heartless. We need to be chill. Have each other's backs. For my sake. No, Ma, I'm not maturing. I am mature. Jeez. Julian, you made a mistake. A big one, but not something I can never forgive. All young men make mistakes like this. You're no different. You're still my son, and I will always love you. Now, your eyes are looking a little puffy and red, buddy. You doing okay? I am okay. I'll be okay. I just hope everyone can forgive me. It is a weird feeling, being allowed to be sad. I was never allowed to show emotion back when I worked with the Mafia. Having to pretend that Stand-in was my father. It messed me up. It made me feel awful. And it hurt even more, having to hold it in. Lorenzo, the real Lorenzo, would call me on the phone sometimes. He would just start crying about how much he failed you, how much he failed Danny. He loved you both so much. No, Mom, he was never mad at you. He was proud of you even. He knew you needed to divorce him, to move on, to be truly safe. Lorenzo vanished shortly after Danny was born, right? My mom and dad were a lot more active back then than I was. So maybe I could call my ma in the morning. Maybe she knows something. I honestly don't know someone who's so dangerous that they could force someone like Lorenzo into hiding. Whatever the threat was, or whoever it was from, it was significant. Yeah, honey, I'll call my ma in the morning. She's in her 70s and it's 8 p.m. by her. She's probably passed out on the couch watching Golden Girls or something. Now, it's been a heavy day. Let's all head to bed before it gets too late, yeah? Come here, you. I think someone needs a good cuddle. I'm alright. Just a lot going on in the old noggin. Do you still love him? Lorenzo, I mean. Do you still love him? Okay, you're right, sorry. It was a dumb question. Now isn't the time for me to be insecure. But I keep thinking, if he is still alive, if he is out there, and we find him, what happens between us? I know you won't chase me off if he comes back. I trust you. With my life. With everything. We'll figure it out, baby girl. I promise. For right now, though, let's just focus on you and the boys. You don't need the stress, especially with you being pregnant. Love you too. Good night, Angel. What did you do? Don't give me that nonsense. You know something. You have to know something. Dad, however you feel about me is irrelevant. I'm not talking to you as your son. Right now, I'm talking to you as the man who beat your ass so hard you quit the Mafia. You remember him, right? Now stop playing dumb and tell me what I want to know. Yeah, I met someone. What does it have to do with... Wait, how would you know about that? Who the hell is still feeding you information? Ah, bastard. I figured he'd hang up on me. Oh, sorry, honey. Didn't mean to wake you. I just, had to use the bathroom is all. Come here. Let me hold my beautiful bride-to-be. Your stomach's getting pretty big. Still think we're gonna have a girl? Oh, I'll love them either way, honey. I promise you that. The love I have for this family feels almost endless. I just... How are we going to explain to the little one that their daddy's a monster? I know you don't think that, honey, but I've done some monstrous things. I'm not proud of the man I used to be, and I hope the little one can forgive me for that. Oh, sorry, honey bunny. Don't let me stress you out. Just, thinking out loud. Now, let's go back to bed, yeah? Good morning, darling. Well, with those bags under your eyes, maybe it's not such a good morning for you. Is everything all right? How are things between you and Aldo? I heard him yelling at someone last night. Gave me quite a scare. He's been beating himself up lately about the man he used to be. Well, the man is about to have a child. I'm sure he's got a lot going on in his mind right now. And one of those things, I'm sure, is how his child will perceive him. He doesn't want his son or daughter to think he's a monster. And I'm sure that scares him. I know. He is trying to change. But at the same time, it's hard for a man his age to change his nature completely. Aldo is by no means a bad man towards us. But we don't know the types of things he's truly capable of, the things he's done in his time in the Mafia. I'm sure those memories haunt him, and he never wants his child to find out. No, I'm not saying I don't trust the man. I do. We all have skeletons in our closet. It's just Aldo might have a few hundred. In the end, though, I think he's worrying about nothing. He truly is a sweet man, and I know he'll treat your child with the same sweetness. Better than I ever was with you. Now that we're on this subject, look, darling, I know I've been absent from your life for a while, but know that I'm here now, and I'll do everything I can for you and your family. Love you too, darling. I just wish your ma was here to see all this. I know you two didn't end on the best of terms, but she loved you to her last breath. And I'm sure she would have loved Aldo and the boys. Yeah, like I said, you both had your problems, but she's the one who made me come and find you as her dying wish. Hopefully, you can find it in your heart to forgive her. It seems like something else is eating at you as well. Is the Lorenzo situation really screwing you up that bad? Oh, that reminds me. You know those letters Julian mentioned? When my boys were at the scene of the fake Lorenzo's death, they managed to retrieve many of the letters he sent. They've been examining them for clues ever since. Why weren't they given to you? Darling, you begged me to find him, remember? And I'm doing everything in my power to do that. If one of those letters even has an inkling of a chance of telling us where he is, I will take it. And I promise you, you will get them as soon as we're... Well, speak of the devil. It's the boys down at the precinct. Maybe they found something. Yellow. You did figure something out. Well, don't keep me waiting, son. Spit it out. He was hiding secret messages in his letters, and they revealed his exact location. Perfect. Where? Belize City. Fantastic. Thank you for your time, Sergeant. Carry on. Darling, I've got some good news. All right, pasta looks good. Now I'll put the sauce on there and... Perfect. Oh, no, wait. I have some basil in the cabinet. Maybe I should put that on there too. Thank you. I know it already looks really good, Ma. But I'm trying to become a chef. Everything has to be beyond really good. Otherwise, I don't feel like I'm doing enough. You don't like the taste of basil? Well, it's a whole basil leaf, Ma. It's more for aesthetic. You're not really supposed to eat it. Hello. Oh, hi, Julian. Anyway, let me grab that basil. No, I didn't mean hello like I needed something. I just figured, do you need help with anything? No, I think we're good. Oh, okay. Do you both hate me now? I know what I did was wrong, but I never expected you to take me in, Ma. Or for you to accept me like you do, Danny. I thought I would always be alone, running what was left of Lorenzo's empire, while you two got to just live your lives. But now that I'm a part of them, I don't want to be alone again. Please, don't throw me away. Thank you. I know I have a lot of work to do to gain your trust back. But thank you for not giving up on me. Buddy, if she tossed people out for more reasonable reasons, she'd have no kids and no man on her arm. The things me and Aldo made her go through before you got here? Man, we drove her up a wall. If she can forgive us for our dumb mistakes, she can forgive you too. Don't worry, Jules. But if you ever pull a knife on Ma again, I'm shoving it up your ass. Remember that. No problem. It won't happen again. You know, Jules, there actually is something you could help me with. Oh, really? What is that? Could you, do the dishes for me? Oh, you son of a... Fine, I will do dishes. And Ma, it might be best for you to go sit down or something. You've been on your feet for a while, and being pregnant and all, it might be best for you to relax for a bit. I know if Dad sees you overexerting yourself, he's definitely gonna get mad. Don't worry, Ma, we'll be fine. We won't fight or anything. I never said that. Just go, Mother. Have a nice sit with Father. You deserve it. Hey, honey. You look like you've had a long day. Come here. Snuggle up right next to me. I'm, sorry about last night. I pushed my insecurities on you, and that was stupid of me. We both have a lot going on, including something I wanted to talk to you about. No, you're not in trouble. I, just wanted to talk about Julian. You love him, I know that. But it's obvious you're hurting over the betrayal. I know you're doing your best not to hold it against him, but I can tell. No, honey, it doesn't make you a bad mother. It just makes you human. You can love your kids enough to die for them, but that doesn't always make them the easiest people to like. I brought this up because I saw you were clearly struggling, and I want you to know you can always talk to me about anything. Oh, don't worry. I've already spoken to Julian about the incident as well. I had a very stern but compassionate talk about why you shouldn't pull a knife on a pregnant woman. Well, he said it was for him, not for you. But that doesn't make it any better. Yeah, you're right. This is getting dark. Let's move to a more happy subject. Have you thought of any baby names yet? Rosa, after your mother. You really think it's gonna be a girl, huh? I actually really like that name. Would you mind her middle name being Sylvia then? After my mother. It's a deal. Then what about if it's a boy? Aldo Jr. Yeah, I'd like that. Although having to call someone else Aldo, that'll feel weird for a little while. Come in. Sorry to bother you, Mother. You have a call. Julian, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. That is exactly what I have seen, Father. Mother, the person who has called is Lorenzo. He would really like to talk to you. Darling. 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 Just keep 'em talking. I might be able to trace the call. Angel. God. You sound exactly the same as the last time I kissed you goodbye. Hey, come on now. Don't cry. It's okay. I got a lot of explaining to do. I know. But I don't have long. I need you to listen to me, okay? You, Danny, Julian, and everyone else who's listening to this call. I love you and the boys so much. I know I haven't been around, and I wish I could have been. All you need to know is I got in trouble with a certain family shortly before Danny was born, and the options were either hand over my empire or to hand over you and Danny. And I couldn't. The thought of hurting you or Danny like that, it was impossible. I could never do that. So I left. Dad, just tell us where to find you. We'll come get you. It's over now. The fake is dead. Daniel, don't you dare. Do not come and get me. Your mother is pregnant again. I'm all right. I'll be all right. I love you all so much. But if I come back, if they even catch wind that I'm talking to you right now, they'll try and kill you again. From what Julian told me, they already almost did with that cheap stand-in. But I heard you took care of him, personally. Good job, Angel. Kinda reminds me of that night we met, right? Dad, please. We want to help. There is no helping me, Julian. The best you three can do is move on with your lives. Forget about me. Like hell we would do that. I'm afraid I can't get into too many details, Angel. I'd have come home the moment I could, if that were possible. But they've kept chasing me all these years. Relentless bastards. I kept my word. I kept my end of the bargain. And then, suddenly, they still decided I needed to die. Exiling me wasn't good enough, apparently. Torturing my innocent family wasn't enough, apparently. They're all rats, all of them. Who? Ask your fiancé. What do I mean? Don't worry, Angel. I'm sorry, I've already said too much. Lorenzo, I run the Mitzrati family now, not my father. If this was a hit taken out under his orders, I can... You already got what you wanted from me, Aldo. You took my kids. You took my wife. What more could you possibly take from me? I didn't take anything. That was my father. But if your family really wants you back, I'm man enough to step aside. No, honey, I'm not saying I'm gonna leave. If you want me to stay, I'll stay. I want to come home, Angel. I really do. There's just no helping me now. Whoever is chasing me managed to pop me in the back a few weeks ago. I'm in a wheelchair now. It's only a matter of time until they get me. Also, I know your father's trying to triangulate my location. Tell him it's a waste of time. Hi, Frank. Dad, we're gonna get you home, okay? One way or another. Daniel, what part of they'll kill you do you not understand? Your mother's pregnant, and the four of you barely made it out last time. Ah, damn it. Judging from your silence, I'm guessing your father just locked onto my location. I forgot what a bloodhound he is. Well, what now? Well, your goal is simple. Bunker down and survive until we can get you out of there. I can arrange for my private jet in a few days, and then we can plan to rendezvous. Even after all my warnings, you're still gonna go through with this. Fine. I guess I don't have a choice, do I? I'm surprised you're willing to do this, Aldo. I'm not a monster, despite what some may think. We'll figure out all this family stuff once you're out of there, alright? Stay safe. Yeah. Don't get anyone killed, Aldo. I promise. I won't. It's okay. We'll figure this out, honey. I know you love me. I mean, you killed the guy to protect me, remember? It's okay that you still care about him too. I don't hold that against you. I just need time to adjust to this new reality. It's a lot to take in. I know, honey. We'll figure this all out. Together. I hope.